Hello everyone, I'm Gyarados Gamber. Welcome back to Megaton Rainfall. It's been a bit of time since this game came out. There hasn't been an update for it yet, but a lot of you want to see this game again, and it's a fun sort of game, and especially considering that today I'm feeling particularly frustrated. I recorded a very calm, relaxing Minecraft video, where I just start building a mansion in a Podzol environment. Literally, I started a Minecraft game, and I got Podzol, which is one of the rarest environments of all time, as my starting location. I've never had this happen in the entirety of playing Minecraft. Ever since they added the Podzol environment, I've never seen it, ever, as a spawn-in location. And I was super happy about that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna record this. I even had a bunch of shaders active. It was beautiful. I spent this entire night working on shaders, trying to get them to work again for Minecraft. I finally did it. This entire night has been wasted. And I've already mentioned I have not been feeling the greatest this month or so. I have not felt well in a while. So it was particularly special for me to want to sit down and just calmly play around with Minecraft. And now, you're probably wondering why does this matter? I have spent the remainder of this night, almost 4.5 hours, trying to get that Minecraft video to compile. It refuses to compile. It freezes Corel. I don't know why. There is a problem somewhere, and I don't know. So we're going to play a game that allows me to destroy things. Megaton Rainfall. There we are. This is going to start us out where we left off. I've reinstalled the game, and we're back. There's a planet there, and I'd like to go to the planet. I don't really remember the controls. I don't actually know if I'm moving. I am moving. Okay, very slowly, I must mention. What is that? I don't remember the controls, actually, at all. Mouse sensitivity, tumble, invert, gain altitude, lose altitude, freeze time is E. Okay. So I guess we just keep pressing W. Am I actually moving? I am moving. Okay. Am I moving forward, though? I can't tell if I'm actually moving. Okay, it seems like I am moving. Is that Earth? That is Earth. Okay, we are moving. I have no idea what's going on. I just want to blow something up. This is the moon. This must be the moon. Let's go to the moon. This is not the moon. I went to the moon, then I realized it was boring. Then I went to Saturn. Realized it was boring. So I have no idea where this is. This is some sort of foreign object I found out in space. And I was following a twinkly thing. But then I saw this, and I was like, what is this? This has to be something. Now, a lot of people have told me there is more to this game to explore. And it really opens up the game for some sort of extra content. Although that extra content hasn't arrived yet, I decided to see what I could find out in deep space. There are achievements for finding other planets. What is this thing? This looks very interesting. It's not a planet. What is it? It feels like to me I'm not flying very fast either. I've been traveling in one direction for a long time, and it doesn't seem like I'm going anywhere. I'm not certain why that is. This is not a planet. I thought it was a planet, but whatever it is, it's clearly interesting. I will say, for this game to have all this stuff in space is really cool. Even if there really is not much for content. I'd like them to take this to a whole nother step. Add other heroes, add other reasons to go this far. Add some more to this game. Because it's a good concept. Megaton Rainfall was definitely a strange sort of game, but really fun. Okay, so there's stuff appearing now. This is very ominous. I'm not sure what to think. This is probably nothing. This is probably literally nothing. Or it's something. I don't know. I don't think there's a reason for me to be here. There's a lot of stars, though. What the hell is it? Try to fly into one of these stars, see what happens. It's probably nothing. Oh. 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 What? The hell? Was that like a fast travel? What am I looking at now? 2 suns? 2. This is a whole new solar system. Saying off to my left that it looks fairly interesting, but I'm gonna take a look at this first. Wait, is that a ship? No, maybe I do need to see this. What are you? That's an alien ship. No, it's not. Never mind, my eyes deceived me. It is a very large planetoid with a bunch of moons around it. What the actual hell have I discovered? It looks like Jupiter, though. So wait, if that's like Jupiter, it's like an alternate world? What is going on here? There's a sun and another sun. There's twin suns. Did I find a Star Wars meme somewhere here? Let's go on the red sun. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know this was even a thing in the game. Oh god. Oh, it's taking more of a sunny shape as I get close. Oh, what's this gonna look like up close? I have no idea. Well, this is very interesting. I found a new universe. Very cool stuff. So yeah, a lot of people have been saying there is so much more to this game that you gotta see, It's just worth exploring. It's an exploring game. Amidst the destruction. I don't think we're doing much destruction here. Maybe I can blow this thing up. I don't think so. I don't think we possess that power. Okay, so it's gonna get very red very fast. It's fine. We're about to hit rock bottom. Here we go. Poof. Did we hit it? I think we hit it. Yep. Wow. Okay. Pretty cool. Yep. No effect. What'd you expect? It is a star, after all. And see, there's like no reason to go there. That's another thing I don't like, is that there is no reason to go there. So there's that planet we were checking out before. There should be another or two. Just one over there. Where is the... There was like another system of planets nearby. There's a thing over there. No, it's in the distance. I'm trying to find it now. I've completely lost track of where I am. So here's the two. It's really hard to tell how fast you're actually going in this game. It's almost impossible. The fastest way to travel seems to be pressing space or pressing C. But that brings you directly up and down, which kind of sucks, but that's what it is. Okay, so this is the way we were headed before. Screw it, I'm going to check what that is over there. Maybe that's the thing I was looking at, I don't know. Into our Superman thing over there. It takes you an incredibly long time to reach things, though, and I don't like that. I think they need to make a faster version of flying, because I've been doing this for an immense amount of time off camera, and it wouldn't make for an interesting video. But what does make for an interesting video is when you actually find what you're looking for, unless it's completely empty. Seeing the two suns was cool. Was it worth it? I don't know. Unless this is like a Star Wars reference. one of these planets is Tatooine, I'm going to be pretty amazed, but there's a good chance that's probably not going to happen. Of course, with a game of this size, you probably could sneak in Tatooine. We entered some sort of asteroid field. That's cool. I guess a lot of these worldscapes have them. That thing in the lower right looks very noticeable. If I were to fly to that, would that actually be a thing? Probably not. Despite it being incredibly noticeable. It looks almost solid. There's no way that's a planet. It's too big. But it's not moving either. I want to say it's a star system. It's noticeable enough to merit investigation. I just want to get a better look at these planets here. There's two of them, relatively the same size. Are they relatively within the same distance of each other, though? There is a large one, and another one next to it. There's also a moon of some description. Let's see what they are. There's another moon. That's a big one. Looks like we're entering another asteroid field. That's unique. I'm curious if this game generates stuff in a similar manner to No Man's Sky. How does it actually generate? What actually goes on here? I mean, I'm certain a lot of these heavenly bodies are based on real systems, to some degree. That would also explain why most of them are empty. I mean, if you're really trying to mirror the universe, there's nothing out there that we know of. This is ice? This looks like an ice planet. Or moon, I should say. Ice moon! Okay. It's like a Europa. Let's get a closer look, shall we? Oh, gotta remember where that thing is. It's down there. That's gonna help. When we get on the surface, things might change drastically for us. Oh, it's so pretty, though. I'll tell you, the game is calming me down to some degree. And as we get closer, the graphics get to shit. But that's just what it is. Ah! Okay. So we can blast a hole in the ice. Revealing nothing. Oh, I would love to see a game like this become something more. Like, really. A game never needed a more amazing facelift than a game that lets you travel throughout the universe as a super omnipotent being. But that's still cool. That's still very cool. So I'm going to try flying towards this object, whatever it is, because it's fascinating me, and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, I've managed to reach some terminal speed. The object has gotten brighter. This is astronaut Garrett O'Gamber reporting a strange anomaly in deep space. By deep space, I mean it looks nothing like the space that we have here. Very fascinating stuff. The sad thing is the human eye could not possibly see this many stars. There's only so much you can see, especially when you're in space itself. It's not as clear as you'd think. You'd have to get pretty far away from the Earth's glow, with the radiance from the sun hitting the Earth and the moon, to see this. And even then, your eyes can only pick up so much. Most of our images of space that look remotely like this are from satellites. They can see things we can't. But still, space is very beautiful. Strangely calming despite its hostility. I mean, this terrifies me. Large open areas terrify me. Deep water terrifies me. It's the thought of what ifs. And I know in space there's possibly nothing, at least as far as we know, there's nothing that can harm you that's a creature. But we don't know. We really don't. I mean, there have been some pretty amazing finds on Earth. in terms of biology and things like that. Just imagine what could possibly exist in the furthest reaches of the universe. We do not know. And I don't think it's our place to know. Maybe someday we'll explore and find something horrifying that absolutely makes us just want to curl up in a little ball on our planet. What if you were an astronaut? And what if you saw the strangest sight you've ever seen? An oblong shape in the deep nothingness that is space. It's like, that is clearly something. Is that a shadowy planet? Is it an omega asteroid? As you get closer, weeks in, you begin to realize that it's not in fact an asteroid, it's not in fact a planet. It is a living creature. And it is larger than any planet in our solar system. I would be very upset with that knowledge. I would not be well after that. Because that means if there's something that big, it can eat your everything. Your world is a speck to this creature. That would terrify me beyond all belief. I would not cope with that news. I would not be well. Just imagine it. There's a delicious jelly donut floating through space. Look how bright and shiny it is. You know you want to take a lick, but it's so far away. Like this, I'm telling you, this is incredibly tedious, flying in one direction for the longest period of time. It takes you so long to go anywhere. And I've tried pressing shift to increase my speed. Shift does nothing in this game. It does nothing. There's nothing really... Like, the closest way you can increase your speed is pressing space or C, but that takes you in up or down direction. So you have to not be looking where you're going to be able to move at an increased rate. And it's only slightly an increase. It's not the craziest increase of all time. It's slight. It's how you lift off from a planet. You press space and you go pew! You literally shoot up into the air at an unbelievable rate. There needs to be another level of speed involved. This thing is looking more and more like a giant enigmatic lime. Space lime. Delicious. Just imagine. Just imagine the lime. How wondrous it is. It's definitely another galaxy opening, like a wormhole. Although wormhole should be spherical, not nebular. So how far away from Earth is this going to take me? I can see where Earth is by that little arrow. Because it when it saves the game, it saves it one time at the end, so you can keep replaying the last mission. Not that you'd want to replay the last mission, it's pretty horrible. I had enough trouble beating this game as it was. If you came here for some crazy alien destruction action, I'm sorry. This is literally me picking up the game to see what everyone was talking about with how far you can actually go. And so far, we've been pretty far. I don't know if I've been the furthest I've ever been, Samwise Gamgee. I've definitely gone really far. So at this point, if I aim at one of the stars, I'll actually end up going to them. Because in these nebulas, it seems all the stars, or at least most of the stars, are locations. Like, you see how they're starting to light up here as I get closer? I believe they'll actually take me to those places. So let's go to this nice blue star here, see if that actually takes me there. Wow, we're actually... this thing's getting really cloudy. I'm not sure what's going on. It's kind of... Oh, it's hallucinating. I'm hallucinating. It's kind of weird. Oh, it's so bright. It's like the cosmos. Oh, nope, I sped through. Oh, okay. You know, it's just taking me through. It's just literally taking me through. Where the fuck am I? I look back for a moment and look where I am. I don't know where I am. There's a thing there, though. That's probably another one. And it's gonna take me forever to get there. You do realize this, right? I don't even know. That's where Earth is. Yeah. So we're getting a little bit more speed by pressing back and spacebar. We're leaving that thing. Apparently, I mean, if that is an opening to another universe, we've just gone through. But I'm only seeing one celestial body, and it appears to be another storm of stars. There is a thing over there, though. You know what? Let's go to that. I don't know what it is, but it's probably interesting. It's probably going to take me almost a half hour to get there in real time, so let's kill the video for now. Okay, I aimed at a star, like a little blue star, and it took me to one. Okay, so yeah, you literally do aim at stars. I just missed the others, I guess. I don't know, but it looks like it's a double blue star galaxy. It's pretty. I don't see any planets, though. Here we go with the asteroid field. Okay. Alright, this is something. I was aiming for that glowing thing in the back there, but this happened to be along the way, and I was like, I'm curious if I can go through it. So I guess you are moving incredibly fast when you're not in these galaxies. You're moving so fast that star systems appear as dots. But when you home in on the dot, like fine point touch it with your mouse, wow, these are really bright stars. Oh god, they're so bright. Oh, I can't even see between them now. When you home in on them like that, you end up entering their sphere of influence. There's a planet off to my right, very far away. Very curious to see what these stars look like, though. It's probably the more interesting thing. Oh, and now we're getting in between the two of them. There's planets in between the stars. Oh, that's cool. This is what a blue star looks like. Two blue stars look like. We're going to go to these planets here, or at least one of them. I don't think it matters which we go to. This one has some texture to it, though. One has like polar ice caps. You know, yeah, let's... Whoops, I missed him. What? Where? How? Why? What? Okay, I apparently skipped by the planets completely. That's what happens when you take your finger off the control. You end up missing out. I don't know how I sped by it that quick. I just took my finger off for a second. I guess we are moving at an incredible rate, but it still doesn't seem fast enough. That's what I'm getting at. It really doesn't seem fast enough. Okay. So there we go. That's where I wanted to be. I think. You know, fuck it. I don't think it matters where we land. It's like at times the game doesn't want me to move fast, and other times it wants me to move incredibly fast. But there's no sense of control over when and how I can move that fast. What, is there actual, like, things on this planet? What is that? Oh, I thought there were trees. Ah! Okay. Well, there's one of the stars. There's the other. Looks like the game can only render one star at a time, which is kind of sad. Can I see the other planet from here? No, I can't. That's cool. This is an incredibly hot planet, though. You can tell by the waves. Oh, there's lightning. That's cool. I like that. That's a neat thing to do. Thunderstorm. Oh, it got sucked up by the clouds. Okay, that's cool. What about the other planet? Anything interesting going on over there? I'll never reach that snow. Or can I? If I go this way. Huh? Maybe I'll reach if I go this way. Let me in. And it's gone. Okay. Huh? Some different textures, just not the snow. There is no snow for you. We're sorry. I liked how on Earth you can actually see fish. That was cute. We'll go to this one now. Take a look at it. Maybe it will yield better results. And I am very curious if a lot of this, you know, the model, the world of, like, all the worlds that you see, all the planets, are modeled after planets we have somewhat photographed. I mean, I wouldn't know how you'd be able to take a photograph of a planet super far away. We don't have the technology that people seem to believe we have. That's the funny part. A lot of people are like, oh god, you guys have so much technology. NASA can see a flea if it moved on the face of a planet. That's not actually true. That's not true at all. So, are these photographs from planets in our solar system? Are they completely fictitious? Is there a nearby system that we've taken a picture of? Anything interesting? Anything interesting at all? Well, this is a very snowy planet that is also incredibly hot. And it has an incredibly big crater in it. Because why not, right? Okay. Will it change textures if I go over here? That's a very curious notion. I am very curious. So if I go over here, it should be red sand, right? Not snow. It is in fact red sand. And it's flatter. It's so much flatter. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So, double blue star galaxy conceals 2 planets in the center. That is really unique. I would love that for like a science fiction like novel or story or something. There's just these 2 planets wedged between 2 blue stars. I might adopt that for something I might write in the future. Why not, right? And now I have no idea. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, where are you? That's definitely not Earth. Unless it is. I have tricked myself into going back to Earth before. That was when I first got the game, so I don't know. I mean, there could be a loop around. A theory about the universe is that it is a giant reflection of itself. So if you were to travel in one direction long enough, you'd inevitably reach your home. This isn't entirely untrue either, because the way we understand the universe, it's constantly expanding. But the way gravity works, it has to be a sphere of some description, or at least an oval. But again, because of the way gravity works, you couldn't leave it, even if you tried. So there is no way out of the universe, because there's nothing past the universe. So therefore, if you were traveling in one way for an eternity, even at the fastest of speeds, you would inevitably reach the same spot of your origin, because it is a roundabout. It's a giant roundabout. But there's a theory that is a reflection of itself on a much greater scale, that the universe bubble that I'm talking about is, in fact, a marble, super reflected in a mirror. So outside of the universe is a much grander, larger refraction of what we exist in now. What we see is nothing more than a mirror. This theory is also coupled with another theory that makes some sense to me. Follow me for a moment, if you will. Is that there are multiple planets, Earth, multiple yous, multiple everything. And I'm not just talking about multiple realities. I'm talking about literally you exist in multitudes at the same time. You literally exist in multitudes at the same time. And at the same moment. So it's not a reality. It is literally matter. It is a matter of matter that you exist multiple times in the same space. And the reason that this makes sense is that, again, matter can be reflected. So if it's reflected, clearly it can be reflected in all senses of the word. Part of me believes this is where deja vu comes from. That's not backed by science. That is a guess. because you literally have done those things. Or are going to do those things, because you have. Literally, in this time space that you exist, you have. On top of that, I would go so far as to say this wishful thinking. When you die, you wake up there. Maybe the grand sum of your lives are spent bouncing between multiples. I don't know. There's a lot of theories, and theories are theories, or guesstimates, or wishful thinking. Space is a weird thing. We barely understand. What we do know is time is relative. What we do know is that there is so much we haven't explored. Let alone on our own planet, but I mean, it gets really fascinating when you include gravity and time-space into the mix. That's when shit gets amazing. You can travel forward into the future, infinitely. Traveling back, we haven't figured that out, and I don't think we ever will. Because how do you take back what has just happened? When I clap my hands, how do you get back to that exact moment? How do you say, oh, I want to go back to when Garrett clapped his hands? Sure, you're watching a video. But if I clap my hands in the video, you're only replaying it. You already have seen me clap my hands before. You know I've clapped my hands. How do you go back to when I first clapped my hands? That's the thing. How do you go back for the first time? We have yet to discover this mystery. I'm approaching another nebula on accident, it seems. I wasn't even aiming for one. Maybe I didn't see it because I'm too busy on this little rant of mine going for the star. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here because I've been having trouble trying to upload videos today. Hopefully this works, but I will record another just because. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.